Good morning, guys. My name is Leroy. Welcome to Makoy Rundown. You're listening to your boy Leroy, and I am Leroy, and we are about to listen to Oscar, man. And my apologies, I'm a bit late again, guys. You know, like we are multitasking here. We are trying to touch here and go there, and please remember, we are not affiliated with Metro FM or like the SABC in any way. We just enjoy the show. So we are not monetizing anything here, but we just love the show. So please stay put and let's listen to Oscar, man. And please remember to keep tapping your screen there, right? Keep tapping your screen there. Remember 50k 200k before 12. uh, and yeah, man, we're about to listen to Ask Man right now, so please send me those gifts, nyana there, no, like those roses. Good morning, Sihle, Trisha, Akisa, and Nonza's about to start anyway. So because I'm late, we will just jump right in, all right? Let's do this. Please confirm by stating I agree.
I agree.
All right. Oh, Jita today. Morning, Kuli.
Good morning, Somizi. Good morning, Naked. Good morning, John. And good morning to you all listeners. Okay. In 2021, I met this lady.
Today.
And at that time, I was married. And I'm still married with 2 kids. So when I met her, my intention actually is to marry a second wife.
Okay.
And then when I approached her, and I told her that I've got a wife with 2 kids, and we both live together. And my intention towards her is for marriage. And then she said she agreed with me, and she asked me if my first wife is aware. And I said to her, yes. She said, okay. She wants to meet with my family. And I took her home. Then she met with my wife, and we both sit and talk. Then after she agrees with me, she says she don't have a problem. Good. Then I've got a business. What I did is that I registered my company or my business under her name. She became one of the directors.
Okay.
Things were fine. In 2022, there was incident that took place in the house where she and I live because we both are not living together under one roof.
Okay.
And thereafter, what happened is that she came back from work with one of her colleagues. And on that very day, I was at work. When I find her with her friend, they were busy drinking. And at that time, we are living in one room, she and I. And I said to her, okay, it's fine, it's getting late. Your friend has to go because we don't have a spare room for a visitor to spend night. She said, okay, no problem. Then the drink finishes, she wants me to go buy another drink. I did that.
I don't understand.
Until late, she begged me and said it's late. This friend of her cannot go home. She wants to spend night. And the next morning, both of them will go to work together. I said, okay, it's fine. Then I decided to leave her with her friends and go to my first house. She begged me to stay. Now it was late. Then she slept off. And then I myself, I find it hard to sleep because there is no space for me.
In your house?
As I was lying down on the floor, there came a time this friend of hers started acting funny. And I said to her, no, that can happen because this person is your friend. It happens to a point whereby I have to make noise now, and she wake up. And she said, no, I have to go. Then when I went to go, this friend of her begged. I said, no, it wasn't his fault. It was her fault, and so on and so forth. But anyway, to cut it short, 2022 March, she asked me for separation, that she needed a break for 2 weeks. I agree with her. Within that 2 weeks, she requested from me that she need she want me to get her a driver who will be taking her to work. Okay, I get her an Uber driver who will be taking her to work, bringing her back. For me to find out that she and this person start going out, going for a movie, going out for dinner after she come back from work, she's no longer taking my calls. Each time I call her, she's with this guy. Until I fought. And then she called me back. We rectify things. We continue. At that time, my business is under her name. And then after that, towards 2022, October,
Anonymous?
What happened?
Mahadi.
Anonymous, I'm going to have to stop you there. Can you repeat your sentence? You were breaking there. We lost you for a few seconds.
Okay. In October 2022, I sent her home to her family for we to arrange for Mahadi negotiation. She went there and she came back. Everything was fine. 2023, I went and paid Mahadi. Everything was fine. I paid the price in full, or the bride price was paid in full. I did everything, including the lamb, the slaughter, for everything. I buy it all. I paid for everything. So, 2023, she and I have a child together. From the time we come back from Mahadi, she changed totally. Different person. Workers are no longer being paid. Nothing is done. To my first house, rent and so on, nothing was paid, nothing. But on her side, with she and I on her side and to her family, everything is moving successfully. So I said, okay, it's fine. I cannot afford the situation things is at this moment because it's very tough for me financially and the business is doing well. Now, in the same 2022, she lost her job. I said to her, okay, it's fine. Don't worry about going to look for another job. Every month I'll give you 25,000 for upkeeping.
25,000.
I'll make sure that all the bills is paid, the rent is paid. I don't need you to worry. We continue it like that. Every month I make sure she got the money.
So
I said, okay.
Anonymous,
yes, sir.
So at this point, have you moved out of the one room?
Yes, we moved out from one room because when we come back from Mahadi in April 2023, I moved out from there. I got 2-bedroom apartments and I furnished it. Every single thing we live in there was bought brand new cash. So yes, we moved out.
Okay.
And I took 2 of her siblings. I give them job in my company. I'm paying them salary monthly. I'm as well paying I rented the room, paying the rent for them, buying them electricity, pay them rent, make sure they are okay. Now she started accusing me that I'm having an affair with other ladies because I'm calling other women darlings and so on the phone. I said, okay, I'm sorry. If that doesn't sit well with you, I will stop. But to be honest, I don't have any one that I'm having an affair with. If not you and my first wife, I've got no time. If not for my family and my business. Now, before she and I get married...
Before you continue, Anonymous, I'm going to stop you there by before you guys got married. Let me go to the news headlines. We'll be back with you right now, Anonymous. Don't go anywhere.
First of all, my apologies, I'm late. And number 2, I really can't give you a recap because like this is a bit all over the place. But then like what I sense here basically is that she's been played by a lady from South Africa because clearly she sounds international. And one other thing, guys, like let's stop with the slurs, please, because I really don't want to make my international guests like as in, like feel like not so comfortable. Okay, so please like let's stop with the slurs, you know, like the international slurs. Yeah. So please like let's just tone down on that. But then welcome to Okwai, guys. Please keep tapping my face, and please send me roses there. Like remember, let's reach 50K before 11 a.m. While we wait for the recap. Yeah, please. Oh, and like, let's stop with the slurs, guys, please, nah? Please, and thank
Summary
you.
before we continue. Anonymous has a wife and 2 kids and met a woman in 2021 who intended to make his second wife. Now, Anonymous says the woman agreed to become his second wife and things were fine. She even met Anonymous's first wife. Anonymous, things were fine, and he even made her a director in his company. Now, Anonymous says they got married and had a child in 2023, but says his second wife changed after they got married and she was not even taking good care of her duties in the company, etc. Now, Anonymous says she then started accusing him of cheating, something he denies. Now, we were at the part, Anonymous, where you were talking about before you got married. What happened before you got married?
Yes. Thank you. What happened before we got married is that okay.
What's happened?
I didn't she was aware of everything. Now, before we got married.
Are you okay, Anonymous?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay, sorry. Everything was fine. Then when we come back, as things changed, now nothing was ever being done. I was owing people, the workers, the rent and school fees and so on. And she has a child from her ex-boyfriend, which is 10 years old. I'm taking care of the child. Then before we get married, she did not tell her parent that.
We're losing throat, man. Wait. So I'm not sure if it's my network or like their
I
network.
was married. And when she says, yes, sir.
Do you mind just moving around slightly? We keep missing you. Your network is really bad.
Okay.
And also, to the point of the advice that you need from the Naked DJ and Sumizi.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
Now I'll make it short. So she refused for we not to expose to her family that I'm married. Now, each time I go to my first house, she will tell the parents, her mother mostly, that I didn't spend nights at home, and it brings a doubt to my mother-in-law. Now, October 2023, I decided to go home to my in-laws and explain to them that in most cases, when your daughter informs you people that I'm not at home, I'm in my first house. And she did not want us to disclose this to you people because now it becomes a big problem that she don't want me to continue with my first wife. Then I said, no, I cannot leave my first wife because I told you about it from the first day that I approached you and you said you have no problem with it. I said, okay, hence this has gone wrong. We even went for marriage counseling and so on. Nothing works out. Then end of September, I said to her, okay, let me use a neutral account for my business to make sure that I'm not accusing you forcefully of stealing the money. She agrees. In that October 20th, she went and filed a divorce. I wasn't aware of it. On the 22nd of December, I received a phone call from Sheriff. I went and signed for the divorce sermon. Then this year, she and I went to court. On that day she came, she said to me that she doesn't want to continue with the divorce anymore. She wants her marriage, she wants her man back. Now, to that house that I have rented, she moved out of the house already without me knowing. And she has sold 80% of the properties which I bought. Now, she refused not to give me the CK of the company, and I left it for her. I opened up, I moved on, in fact. So, the advice I need from Naked DJ and Somizi and to the listeners is, what should I do? Because for the first time, she asked for a space and something went wrong. For the second time, she filed a divorce and she asked me to move out of the house. I said, okay, if I'm moving out of the house, let me take my properties. She said, no, I can only take my clothes. The rest belongs to her and their child. And that is what I did. Now she dissolved the marriage. She sold the property. She moved out of the house. So, and now she says she doesn't want to continue with the divorce. So there I'm stuck, not knowing what to do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I start? Because, wow. Anonymous, in the history of Askman,
Yes, sir.
I've been doing Askman for 10 years.
Yes.
It's the first time I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, even if I don't get paid today, I'm fine. It's the first time I don't know what to say to you. But the nice thing about Ask a Man is that I'm not the only person that's listening. You know, this naked here who is so amazing. My advice that I can give you has nothing to do with your relationship. I can give you a financial advice that I think I'm worried that how you give people 25,000 rands and you stay in a 2-bedroom flat. I think you must see how you can diversify your finances that they get you interest, you know, because I feel like you're investing in places and people where there is no return on investment. Yeah, so my advice for you is just a financial one. Get a financial planner because I think your business is doing so well. You could be investing something that's going to make you even 10 times richer. That's all from me, Naked.
Anonymous,
Thank you.
Have you consulted anyone legally?
Not really, no.
What are you afraid of, Anonymous? Because this is a hectic legal issue. I think it's legal mixed with traditional as far as what you can have access to. So you have to get your lawyer. I mean, already you being served summons from the sheriff, etc. So she's bringing the big guns. You can't fight this on your own. You need legal advice. You actually need a legal expert in this. So why don't you want to go the legal route?
Okay, I wanted to, yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to, so, because somehow in court I got, okay, when I went to court, because when they sent me the summon, I've got 15 days to respond. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when I went back to court, they said, no, it's fine. Do I want to continue with the marriage or not? I said, no, I don't want to continue with the marriage because a lot has happened. And I mean, okay, they said, okay, it's fine. Me going further with legal advice, going to the lawyer, it will be a waste of money or something, mm-hmm. But we can resolve it amicably. Only if I don't want to continue with the marriage and so on.
Okay.
So, but that is the level I went to that stopped me not to go and sit with legal practitioner to say what should I do on this. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then why did you choose to register your business? Is your business registered under the first or the second wife?
Second.
Second wife.
The second wife. Why did you choose to register your business under the second wife's name? And let's talk, my brother. Just be open.
Yes.
Because there could be a legal practitioner that's listening, and he might actually give you that phone call that's going to take you out of your not only your emotional misery, but your financial misery
Yes.
as well.
Okay. Thanks a lot. The reason why is that, okay, I must be honest.
Please be.
I'm not a South African origin,
Okay.
right? I don't have an ID. I'm running a company,
You lie.
which I cannot register it on my name. I'm running a security company.
All right, Anonymous, I'm going to ask
Precisely.
you to stop there. I'm going to quickly
Okay.
do what I need to do, and we'll come back and you'll complete your story.
Guys, I'm gonna plead with you guys again, nah? Like, let's chill, like, with the slurs, nah? Let's chill with the speculations, right? He asked for help, okay. What can he do now? Parking car, like, clearly, some parking, like, this lady, she is, extorting money, as in, like, parking car, like, from him, and then she is playing some dizzy mind games with him, not like legally also. So let's calm down right there. We're gonna continue with them actually now. So let's try to reach 50K then. They're like, please send me roses there, guys, because you love me. I mean, like, you know you love me. Come on, huh? But anyway, guys, we see. We really need to speak about these ladies that extort our fellow international brothers. And then Bargain kind of like play mind games with them and then like take them to court and then like blame them for this and that. Like, we really need to have that conversation one day. Might be today. But let's reach 50K there while we calm down. You'll get a recap now, Chonyan. They're gonna be back soon.
Play Powerball and Powerball Plus for your winning chance.
What are you talking about, Leroy? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. These girls that date these guys for their money, but they like pretend like they love them and they like marry them and then like do some crazy stuff with their money and they like do some like these things like that. That's extortion, guys. You know that shit. But anyway, remember, no speculations, guys. We're just gonna deal with the story as it is.
We're talking about
Yeah.
your confessions that you are not South
Yes.
African, you don't have a citizenship. Please continue.
Yes. So, when I start my business in 2016, I've got somebody whom him and I went on partnership. As time goes on, things didn't work well. Then we have to split. Ever since then, I've been doing it. So that is the reason why I registered the business under her name.
Okay. So Anonymous, she's basically played you in a corner, right?
That's
and then
correct.
Now you're saying that she, after the divorce proceedings started, now she's come back and says she does not want to divorce anymore. Do you think it's because
That's
she
100%.
wants to further continue to use you? Because she knows that once she loses you, there'll be no income. Now, are you still in love with her? Be honest. Are you still in love
No.
with her? Do you still trust her? If I understand you correctly, all you want is just to have everything that you have attained back, but have her out of your life.
Yes.
So, Mizi?
Yeah,
you can speak. You can go ahead, Anonymous.
She and I have a child together. In times of love, I still love her, but no more trust. Reason? For this period of a year, she handled the finance. She built a house for her parents. I've got no issues with that. The reason why, like ever since we split it from that October, when we meet again in April, in the courts. She told me that things went back to even zero is more better, that to a point where she had to sell the properties to fail because this is worse.
Okay.
And then, so
So she
I
just
still love
wants
her,
to
but
use
I
you.
don't trust her no more.
Yes, she wants
I
to
don't
use you.
I don't have that trust.
She wants to use you.
I don't have that trust. And she went further to say to me, because I said to her, you moved on. She said to me, yes, she moved on. She have tried other men, but it didn't work out because people come after 2 days, 3 days, they got what they want and they won't pick her call anymore, things like that. So, but at the end of the day, she still wants me back. So, I don't know.
They come indeed. Anonymous. Look,
Yes, sir.
she's playing a chess game, and it's a very bad chess game, right? She knows where she's got you. I personally don't believe that she loves you, and you feel it too. You know what she's in for. Her true colors have shown. That when the money started drying down.
Anonymous, please
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, please can we allow Naked to finish his point and then you'll get to yours, please.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that she's felt that when the money starts to dry up, and then she wants you back in her life. Now she knows that she needs to keep you at bay because she needs to keep you at arm's length because everything is tied with her ID. But she's unable to generate income because you are the brains behind the business.
Actually.
I think she will always use you. She will always have people on the side. You need to somehow find a way to cut your losses. I know money might. A lot of people say money is everything, but money is not everything, my brother. Sometimes you need to completely cut her off, but you still need to take care of your child. You need to find a way to move forward as far as business is concerned. Please do the right thing and make yourself legal. Just follow South African law, make sure that you are legal so that this thing does not happen again. Because for as long as you're an illegal person in this country, other women will also take advantage of you because they know that you need to register things under their name. So please legitimize your business first, and this thing will never happen to you ever again. I don't trust you. I don't feel that she's the woman for you, but you are going to have to make sure that you still do take care of that child because that child is yours.
Yes.
And do not get away from getting legal help. Even if it costs you a lot of money, my brother, let that money go so you can be at peace and you can start your life afresh. Wife number one is still supporting you emotionally. She's there for you, right? She doesn't think of you as less of a man. Yeah. Wife number one will guide you. Go back and tell her everything that you feel that you messed up. And also ask her for a way forward. She can be your pillar of strength. That's what she's there for. Legitimize everything, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Legitimize everything.
We're going to leave it right here.
That's all.
Please do continue listening to the show. Do not drop the line because South Africa is now going to call in and give the advice they
And that's my word also. Legitimize everything. Good morning to everybody who's late. And for everybody who didn't understand anything, like let's wait for V to come and give us like a young recap. But then while we wait, like let me play this. And guys, like, please remember, like let's reach 50K before Barking can before 11, guys. Please don't please doch. Yeah. And for those who are late, my name is Leroy. Welcome to Mko Rundown, and we are gonna discuss this right now. So guys, like please don't leave yet. Please chill.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to actually like keep it as brief as possible, and then like please excuse like my stuttering, guys. I'm a special child. But anyway, so Aronza, he has a wife. Okay, he's international, right? He's a brother, you know. So he came to so he has a wife there at home. So now like a few years back, he came to South Africa, and then he met this young lady. He liked her, sharp, and then he proposed to this young lady. But then he told her that, yo, me I have a wife at home, but then me I want this team with you, like you and her, sharp. Okay, feel they meet for a nice sharp, feel like they speak through it, grand sharp. They're moving together. This guy, he makes a business here in South Africa, but then he registers like this business like via wife number 2, the South African one, sharp, grand. They get married, lobola fidu kumnandi. Then things just started becoming very dizzying, and like last year October actually, you know. So Anonza, she started coming through with her colleagues, go their place, and I think I really can't remember clearly, but I think she actually started having an affair, and there and there sharp. They fixed it, cool. Then a few months later, there by the company there, Manonza started showing money there, like she's not paying rent, she's not paying the employees, it's a whole mess. She's building houses for her family, and it's a whole mess, So now, I really can't remember sharp, like okay, like what happened there. Then okay, the wife is here in the live. Yo, okay, hey guys. So yeah, okay, like things actually like started getting sour because now she accused him of cheating, and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, kunje, they have a child together. Yeah, sharp, like yeah. Started accusing of cheating, and then she wants a divorce, this and that. So now the brother, I say now, I'm not sure, but then guys, like please, please correct me if I'm wrong here. Okay, she wants to divorce him, but then like they can't because like this guy doesn't have like citizenship. So now she took what's that 80% of his stuff. The second wife, yeah. So she took a lot of his stuff, and then like she said, hey, divorce. And then like later on, happy she came, she's like, no, I don't want to divorce you anymore. Hey, like let's fix this. But then he still loves her, but then he doesn't trust him I mean like trust her anymore, because clearly she's using him for money, So now clearly she doesn't know how to run a business, but then she needs him for the business. And then yes, maybe we can come to the pen, it's fine. So that's basically it. But then guys, like you guys will help me here and there, because I forgot the story, because but it's fine. So like you guys can come in here, and then you can request, but then you get here, you mute your mic, you wait your turn to speak now. Like no bashing, like no profanities vibe here. We're gonna speak your opinion, it's fine, but then respectfully. So you can disagree respectfully. No speculations, but then you can speak your mind, it's fine, nah. So apparently Anonza's wife is here with us. Look at God. So maybe Anna, like she can give us like a clear story there, I don't know. So let's start with Mimnaza. So while we wait for you guys, oh yeah, like these are my co-hosts, like every day actually. So like this is Pimi, this is Brateka. So we do this every day, Monday to Friday. Anyway, Mimi, what do you think of this situation? Okay, Mimi's still busy for now. Let's jump to Brateka. Good morning, Tabo. So Brateka,
Hi guys, how are you? I hope everyone is good.
I'm alive, eh? I don't
Hey,
have a business with a wife, so I'm good.
you are not scammed today.
Is it?
You are not scammed today.
Me scammed.
Yeah,
Me, bear who?
Hata she's here. She's still drinking tea. She's here.
Yo.
So you guys are in trouble. Hey, but you see this issue, this one, hey, Leroy, this thing is something else, man. I think
Yeah.
this is so complicated because kulabantu laba bayafana kahle kahle masithi siyayibheka. We can't say the girl is wrong, we can't say the dude is wrong, we can't say who's right, but for the fact that udude uze ngapha eSouth Africa without making sure that uyenza sure ukuthi amabhizinisi wakhe aba legit, usacrifice nge-security ya the first wife, you understand, because ufake u-first wife kwezinye iy'nkinga ezi-unnecessary ebengamelanga. And I can even hear the voice ka-first lady athi kubuditse, wethi kubuditse. It's like that. Or I put it or banyana ba mo ba tlo ho ja. And it's something else this one because sidliwa abafazi bethu thina singapha. Bese aqhamuke umfowethu wale ekudeni acabanga ukuthi mhlambe yena kuzoba right. Only to find out ke ukuthi abantu bethu banje and we can't ama-results e-society yethu lawo ama-results e-society without the guy just being a foreign in this country, but we are dealing with these issues quite each and every day, whereby you find people just taking advantage of other people just because of they know what he or she is going to gain somehow. Because ugirl uyazi kahle ukuthi yena akanawo ama-skills, but the skills she has yilo ukuthi ayenze sure ukuthi ayothatha imali lapha kulo mfo, because bheka kumanje uxakekile ugirl akakhona ukusenja ibhizinisi udinga uguy. So boyithu kahle kahle kule i-point bayadingana manje just for the sake of i-business ukuthi iphile. So yeah, ngivala lapho manje.
Yeah, because but again, like okay, shout, but then like without the speculations, but then like this
The
is
views and
very
opinions
wait. This is very straight, like but again, like forward actually. So like what I think they should have done actually would have been but again, okay, dude. Me, I need some like citizenship here. So let's make a plan. But let's not like what's that shield it with love and oh my god, like marriage. You help me I help you. That would have like saved him from like these legal things. Let's timbule first wife, second wife, extortion. I'm like, hey man. Next time, guys, like make things very clear. No? Because no one ever using love or no people like me, I love you for and jail for like just like for like just like dizzy things. When we could have just been straightforward. Me, I want this from you. What do you need from me? Let's make a plan. But hey, it's all good. Mimi?
You know what? Morally speaking, this was a messed up thing to do on the lady's side. If we're talking morally, you know, if somebody entrusts you with their source of living, you know, as a human being, Onaling Belu, you need to think on behalf of that person, irregardless of how the businesses were acquired or, you know, whatever. If you knew Khore, you were a horrible person in this instance, she shouldn't have let it get this far. Like we can argue and like we can sit here and argue, Khore, okay, if I know he's an illegal, he's this, he's that, he's that. Okay, we'll get back to that. Let's talk about the moral compass of our sister. You know, if this guy had to use her as a drug mule, it would be a different conversation. But he, you know, he trusted her with a business that is legitimate. You know, he's not a drug dealer. He's not a trafficker. He's not, you know, He is somebody who wanted to get money properly, but it's just that unfortunately he's not legal enough to do it, and he trusted somebody to do it for him, and this person turned out to be the devil. So we can't excuse such vile behavior with the fact that he's an illegal. Yes, he's an illegal, but he tried to get a legitimate source of income. We need to amend that. And by the way, we are using what we have. We are using the information that was given to us. We're not speculating at this point. He says he has a security company and he registered the company under her. That is trust. And married her so that, she could also be entitled to parts of the company. Do you understand? So we can't sit here and say it serves him right. What serves him right? We don't know the conversations between her and the first wife, and you understand. So if he was a drug dealer, let's say he came into the country legally, onale maphepha, onale everything, and then he turns out to be a drug dealer, what conversation are we going to have then? Are we still going to fight? No, but then he's legal. Then what? Let's not be horrible people. Let's not let our mindset cloud, with the hatred that we have for foreigners. Let's speak about our moral compass as South Africans as well.
Yeah,
Because either way, he tried to do something legally, even though he's an illegal. He tried to create a legitimate business. Either way.
Either way, he made the effort. Gonna motho sharp. No, just that he trusted the not so bargain like trustworthy person. Not that we are like bashing sister. Yes, guys, you know what? Like, my apologies. Actually, like, there are people just by my door, so I apologize for that. But
Can I also say one last thing? I just saw a comment that said, let me just read it. Sorry, guys. Do we really think there is love there, or he was just an opportunist? What are we saying about the woman? What are we saying about her? He went in with zero love, but opted to provide for her because he needed something he wasn't getting anything from her. The only thing that he was getting was whatever he wanted, the ID or whatever. But financially, it was him. He is the brains behind the business. Without him, the business is gonna crumble. Hence, she wants to come back. I don't know if I get that information wrong. She doesn't want the divorce anymore, right? Because she knows once she divorces him, the money goes dry.
yeah.
So
Now, like, that's why Nekiri, you know what, like, dilo tse tsotlhe tse, like this all could have been avoided by like just being 100% clear with each other. Me, I need this, you need this, let's help each other.
And another thing, guys, let's not forget that this company is under a South African, which basically means that company pays taxes. Akere la lwana le re illegal people do illegal businesses that do not pay taxes. This one pays tax. It's registered under a South African.
But then he tried with some.
He tried, guys. He absolutely tried.
Okay. Thank you very much there, Mimi. Guys, you know what? Like, just a friendly reminder, nah? We are not gonna bash people here, okay? Like, because I really don't want my international guests here to like not feel comfortable here because there's like xeno vibes here. No, 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 no. You can say your thing, but they like be respectful, please. Yeah? And thank you. Sure. Okay. Morning, morning.
Um, yeah, I think like, multiple things can be true at the same time. I think that like this lady is wrong, but the guy is also wrong. I think that this, we mustn't be naive about this thing of like these type of arrangements where foreigners marry people for citizenship and things of that nature, because it is a real thing. And I think that, that's why I say I believe like they used each other, because he needed citizenship to legitimize his business and, obviously have benefits of being a South African citizen in general. And she wanted like someone who would provide. But she took advantage of that. She went a step too far and took advantage. I think that, just like you said, it could have been avoided if they had a transparent conversation. Because, marriage it's always been about an arrangement. It's not a new concept. It's always been about, two families or two people coming together, and like coming together for specific reasons, whether it's political, business, financial, whatever. So they could have had a transparent conversation with each other to avoid this, because when you now decide to marry someone, you are legally tied to them. Whereas you could have had these discussions and had a prenup or some sort of contractual agreement of how the logistics of the business transfer were going to go. I also feel like the guy is a bit reckless with how he uses money, because he gave her like 25K, which is money he could have probably spent on like an immigration lawyer or something, which he could have avoided having to marry someone for citizenship altogether, and actually just like stay with his first wife, get like an immigration lawyer and get citizenship for him and his first wife and children, instead of this whole arrangement. So I feel like, just from like a legal perspective, I feel like he's reckless with money. We keep talking about how the lady's reckless with the business, but like he's reckless with money and legalities. So that's just my stance on this.
Wow, actually, you put that so beautifully, eh? I don't know, man. Let's just look at it from, yeah, no, I feel. I can't. I don't know. But anyway, let me keep quiet. Like we have someone new here. I think like this is my first time seeing Uncle Waffles. Oh no, Uncle Jay. Sorry, Uncle Jay. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning. You're new
everyone.
here, nah?
Yes, I'm new. I'm actually always following, but then I'm never getting on the panel.
Oh no, man. You know what? Like po. Right, good
Thank
man.
you for having me on the show.
Chap, man.
Um, just my 2 cents here. Né? I think we have two issues here: the legal aspect of this situation and the romantic aspect of it. First of all, let's get into the legal aspect of it. As a foreign national in the country, when you run a business, it should be a scarcity. It's a skill that should be scarce in the country.
Okay.
So if he's going to say it's my business but it's under her name, which means he should have actually went down with her, sat down, they came up with a contract where he's going to invest, because there's legislature which governs all that and the taxes about the investment of a foreign national in the country. So that is the first thing that we need to look at. Yes, about the taxes and everything. That's it. Mimi spoke about the business being South African, but the owner is a foreign national, which means what's happening there, it's actually complying with the local law of the businesses. However, we have a person who's not a local person. So these two things need to be separated. They should have went on about that first. Secondly, the romantic side, there's a baby in the mix now, and they need to find a way to actually co-parent and coexist for the sake of this baby. Because as much as He's here illegally, but then he paid lobola. In our country, the minute you pay lobola, you are married and commit of property. That's customary law.
Okay.
Then now there's a baby in the mix who happens to be now South African, and he's still the father. He needs to play the role there. He needs to do all those things. So they need to separate these issues that, okay, now we have the business side. Let's either dissolve it or she needs to buy him out. And then if he still needs to continue being part of the business, he can now invest and bring his business in, be an investor in the country. And then they should come again with the romantic side where they come up with a proper agreement on how they're going to work this thing out. Because everything I see here, it's a loss. And everyone involved here, they're committing crime. They are all committing crime. Because I have a friend myself, and I myself, I'm a business owner. Do you know how many people lose out in the security business because of this? So they need to find a way to work it out so that it's fair for everyone, even the country itself, both the countries, Nigerian country and South African country. Well, that's my 2 cents. Thank you for having me. I'll continue following on the comments.
You know, Bargima kind of Braje, you you really just actually like you educated us actually. Well, me that is, because I was like, wow. So very like there are laws where you can have a business, but then like you are not like legally as in like from here. Hey, Braje, Braje.
Yes, there are laws governing that. According to Home Affairs, as a foreign national, when you come into the country and want to establish a business, you can. However, your business should bring scarcity, the scarcity of skills that the country doesn't have.
Okay, so basically they just need to like to do the like legal ways and then like just like learn more on like how to actually like make this contract work for actually like both of them beyond the love or no people like me I love you. Nah?
Yes,
Oh,
you
okay.
shouldn't make business with pleasure. Even if it's a woman, let's say you are both South Africans, if you are both running a business, there should be a time where you are business partners talking as business people, make business related decisions which are not affected by the emotional side of things. And then there should be a time where there's the two of you as emotional beings and co-partners. Excuse the noise, my baby's crying, but the mother's around. Another thing is that, yeah, nah, he's here. I'm not sure if either he's here legally, he's just holding his passport, but if he wants to be part of the business sector in this country, he should be an investor if he's not bringing any business into skills in the country.
That's actually some good working like that's a good actually like solution. uh uh Braje, you are like a bit far, so you can mute your mic, it's fine, so that like so that we can continue now. So yeah, man, like yeah. I mean, what do you think? Because like like me, I think it's a good thing actually.
Guys, can you also work with the information that we have, Bacholo? He did not say that he's an illegal. He said that he doesn't have an ID. That's two different things. Let's keep that in mind. He didn't say he was an illegal. He said he does not have an ID.
Okay, fair enough, and thank you for
One last point on that.
mhm.
If if he's here in the country holding the passport, he can't have a business in the country. What he can do is invest in businesses in the country or invest in the country itself.
Okay, but then ish, okay, you know what, nah? We can speak about that later because we have like two more people here, Mokojimo, but there's a few Nyana questions there, like Braje, but okay. Seasonally, good morning. Oh, but bargain guys, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, bargain, like 100K. Can you hear that? Oh, Mpoki Nkonyane, 2 minutes, please. And thank you. Sis Noli.
Morning, guys. Hopefully, in the right, okay. So for me, I feel like Okunabamba, okay, as everyone have been saying, but they have used each other. But I have a question. After the divorce, will they go and deregister the business, or also the wife is also business minded, or will they continue with the business? Because I feel like since now they have been married and now the business is running, okay, love did not work. Now the guy will continue with the business. What if the guy until the business is registered under the second wife's name? What if he doesn't submit the tax returns? He does is that are in legally, that will end up a buyisela back to the lady. Like, what would happen in that situation? That is my first question. Then I also feel like Kunabanda, the first wife, like she's the mastermind behind all of this. Like, that is how I feel, because I get kumfazi that will allow his husband to marry a second wife, especially in a different country. I personally feel like Kunabanba, the wife, or maybe they made an agreement, because even now the wife is very supportive. Like, it's very rare for us ladies to be acceptive of this of the second wife. Ne? What if the lady uvumile, okay, you know what, babe, as much, I'm gonna support, go to South Africa, start a business, then after some years you're gonna divorce. Then once the business is running, once we're all legal, then we'll come. Can't you also think that the first lady is the mastermind? Because it just doesn't make sense. Then the second wife, maybe bonile as some goes to no man, but no money. I've been used here. I have been used. Hence, let me build my family a house. Let me do these things, so that if it doesn't work out, at least I have something. So that is how I may be wrong, but that is my view.
Okay, Sis Noli. Remember we said like no speculations, but okay, cool. Like that's what you think, it's fine. So now, like, what is the solution now? Because now, like, they're here, like they're using each other, and now illegally. So what do we do now?
I feel like the lady need to give the guy the divorce, then go and deregister the company. If she does no longer want to be part of the company, go deregister the company so that her name will be clear out, and just go their separate ways, because I don't feel like they love each other and co-parent.
Okay. But then, hey, man, the people need the money. But anyway, cool.
that, that is how I feel. I'm gonna let another panelist to talk.
All right. So after this pebbles, there's a comment here from our leadership who's like sick actually today. So he was supposed to actually host here today, but then he's sick. But then, we are gonna play his view after Palace's view. Sis Palace.
Morning, guys.
Morning. How are you?
There is no way we will not speculate something this big when we only had a 20 minutes briefing of the situation.
That's what we've been
The guy
given.
only spoke for 20 minutes. There are other factors that came into play into this thing. And us speculating, especially on a matter like this, is not about trying to bash this guy, but to actually educate other women who are here, who will be trapped in the same kind of situation. Kopa uyo women's prison. Go and see the bank teller. Go and see banyana ba berekang ko ditšheleteng. Go and see ladies who used to work in insurance. Go and ask them the stories that happened when they were trying to be civilized and married, and it never ends well. This guy, if he had good intentions with this business of his, I'm telling you, he would have taken his passport if, number one, if it was a proper business to be registered by a foreign national in the country. Now, this is not just about Mojolo, it affects everyone. An undocumented citizen, a barking person in the country, affects all of us. It's no longer about the two of them, Mojolo Wabon. It affects us, it affects the tax that he's robbing us of. He's supposed to pay a certain special tax because the foreign national running a business. He's keeping out of that because of this lady. Should things go south, and something illegal happened in this business, this guy will be nowhere to be found with his wife. This wife who doesn't even want to be shown, this lady's women don't know about the first wife, they don't know anything. Should anything sour happen in that business, they were with men who send them to different countries to go traffic drugs, and when they are there in prison, they can't even find them because number one, this person is undocumented. You can't even trace him, get fingerprints. He's not on the system. Where will this woman find this guy should something illegal happen in this business? She will be held accountable. This is a business. Bank account to get high. Business is registered in her name. Transactions that happen on the account, verify again, and some money is even given to her personally. So this is paper trail to prove that she's benefiting from the business. No, there is nothing clean about this business, and yes, it's a speculation, but I'm telling you, if it was clean like that, the wife would have tried and say, let's find a legal way to make this thing our own. We cannot risk to give it to somebody else. No ways. Kiahana, guys. Yes, it's speculations, but Kiahana, this lady, for sure, yes, I'm not saying she's right getting involved with this guy because it also doesn't seem like she's in love. But no ways. She went into this hiding from her family, or getting married into a polygamous marriage. Now she's acting. There is no Nigerian man. Okay, I don't know. I can't generalize and say all of them, but we know how cultural and traditional they are. Do you think he would still be wanting to fix things with a woman who cheats on him and admits to his face? Like, it's my pride Nigeria, guys. Telling him to his face already.
Let's come down. Yeah.
No, by telling him to his face that yes, I'm seeing other people, and he will still be here saying, I'm trying to go to marriage counseling. Guys, I don't know what cities you live in. Leroy, go to Sunnyside and listen for 5 minutes. Never. There is no such. No. Yeah, Hannah. So, no.
The reason why I get number drop on Elaborating Kosani side is because of the lifestyle there is very questionable. But hey, you made valid points here and there, Fede, at Nashap, like without
So,
valid.
yes, Mujolo is going wrong. Second marriage is going wrong. It happens to everyone. Even women who are married to local guys, even guys who are married to local women, the marriage goes sour at some point. But air business is just going to land this woman in hot water. And most of the time, this is the reason why they get married. Most of the time. So Yena is, maybe it might be late for her because the business is already there and running under her name. But anyone else listening, this is never a good idea. What happens tomorrow when she wants to register her own business?
Oh, yeah.
Because are you telling me that her life is limited? Nothing else is going to happen in her life. What happens, Kausani, when somebody says, I can give you a tender, go and, guys. Thank you, Lee.
Well, house Palisa, and just a friendly reminder, guys, ne? Bon. Hakil.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
Just a friendly reminder. Hakilwele wope. Mimi, you can do your things then breaking.
Guys, I'm in the office and things I'm about to say. Wait.
Mimi, wait.
What?
Wait. Now, let me play KG's view, Billy, and then we can
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
Great stuff. Alright, man. This thing yet,
Here's my contribution to this story. Facts Guy said he doesn't have an SAID. He didn't say he's in the country illegally. A foreigner can come in the country through 3 or 6 months visa, and all they do is leave the country and come back again or request an extension while in the country. He got married, so that gave him some legality in being in the country, but he could still have applied for citizenship by virtue of being married. That's where he played himself. Some industries don't allow foreigners to own businesses in the fields, and I believe that includes security, but since the business was registered by a South African.
So I'm guessing here he's agreeing with like Bab J, actually, because he also sent a screenshot here, nah, from Google, actually, like saying what's that? Foreigners can register a business here, nah, like South Africa, as long as you have a valid passport issued by your country. you can still do that. So now, like what I see here, Kigore, I think Anonza was misinformed, or, but again, or maybe he actually like didn't know better. So that was the only route he knew. Or no, you must get a wife, you must get married, then you can move your money. Maybe, but that's just a speculation. Because yes, I know I'm going back on my word, but given the information that we have, legally, live from Anonza. Hey, but anyway, Mimi, quickly.
You know, guys, I tend to sometimes question like our moral compass sometimes when we, want to give advice or want to have conversations about certain things. And I think the one thing that's triggering us the most is the fact that this man is a foreigner, you know? If Mjita was Ndanga Yakosoweto who had used Wanabatu to acquire whatever he wanted to acquire, we would be singing a different tune. I understand. We would be saying, something completely different. But we are failing to also remember that the woman in question had agreed. It's not like she didn't know the ramifications of her agreeing to own this business, of her agreeing to marry this person, of her agreeing to bear this person a child, a foreign national at that. I understand. She allowed this man to register the business under her because Lena, she had her own motives. And we are only concentrating on the horrible things that this guy could possibly do to this woman. What about the things that this woman could do to this guy and his source of income? It's not fair. It's absolutely not fair. We cannot sit here and say, no, but he cut corners. He was not supposed to own a business in South Africa. He was not supposed to do this. Okay. She was not supposed to be the person that she became when the money started coming in. Like, are we forgetting now, okay? She agreed. We understand. She agreed, guys. Are we are we forgetting that one, she agreed. And yes, he cut corners. Yes, he did ways that he wasn't, supposed to do, but umsolwa yena agreed uze wazala nengane through agreeing. You understand? So we cannot only want to say, what if now this guy now runs away? Hey, what if, hey, the first wife, hey, what, hey, this. Uzalile. She wanted what she wanted. She got what she wanted. And in as much as we all want to agree, okay, fine, Ntate is from outside. He was supposed to do things the right way. He wasn't supposed to cut corners. He wasn't supposed to do this. But the only thing we ever complain about when it comes to foreign nationals is that they come in and they take out jobs. They come in and they sell drugs. They come in and they do this. Do you understand? This man had a security company. He employed people, job creation. He did things. I understand that. Are we still gonna be in a position where we can say, okay, like perfect example, when somebody comes to us as Makoya Rundown and Alebotata Boboso and was a South African, we would be joining arms right now to say, hey Mtana, let us help you get your business back. Let us help you fix, whatever's going on. Why can't we as a nation be like, okay, let us help you legitimize your business and make it yours. Let us help you do this and that, because he didn't say he was illegal. He just said Hana ID. Let us let you take the legal route. Let us help you. But we're not doing that. All we are saying is that no, he actually kind of deserved what he got because he cut corners. he wasn't supposed to do that. Okay, what now? He did it. What now? He's here asking for help, and he was honest in his way of asking for help. What now? Can we learn to be fair, Bafeto, sometimes?
I know you dropped some bars there, like some of them, and I'm like, yeah, it's like some of them, like it's not quite the same, but hey, I never, but again, shit, like Bab J actually, he stood up actually, about again, and then he gave free legal advice actually. He really should actually consider learning the law is like much deeper nyana, and then like fix this with the lawyers. Or okay, you take your card, you leave. They're like, let me own this business, as in like via the Barkinkana, the Be There for South Africa things. So we just need to educate ourselves a little more. Marahab. Here's another thing. Like there are a lot of people are like not really ready to actually like speak about women that extort good gents. But anyway, o tla bo utlwa dimbokoto mo di-commenting iketle pele wena. Dean, sure brag.
You-
Dean,
My brother, how are you?
tapuzere.
Guys, you'll make it harder for me to praise women every day, as sometimes it becomes very hard. But I still love you all. But it's hard sometimes. Mimi, you make it very easy for me. I don't have a challenge when it comes to, but it becomes very hard. You know, I just wanted to read comments today and just stay my mouth shut and not speak and just read. But the level of ignorance that is being written down and spoken by some people. I know after me a disclaimer is going to be played. I don't have a problem. I've already agreed to that. I love it.
Come on, man.
you know, but we listen and we like, you know what? Someone said it's South Africans versus Nigerians. Hey, don't put us in that war.
Yeah, actually, hey.
Don't put us, Leroy. We told them
Yeah,
when
fam.
this started. It was us saying, hey, bro, we are your people. There were songs released about these guys being the guys. Here's it now. We are still listening. Rejoice in what you started. All of a sudden, I promise you, the compass that holds our morals spins around like nobody's business because it has no one direction. It has no one. You know what? Let's not speculate anything. Let's listen to what this man said and let's go away from it. This man said, I have a wife. I'm not going to date you, or you're not going to marry me without the first wife knowing. The guy was honest. The guy introduced Mugel. The guy was still being honest. The guy was like, I want to do business. Take 80% of this business and hold it so that you see that I'm here to make money. Control the finances. The guys, Mugel stole money and built a house for her family. The guy was like, I'm not going to fight with you. You are my wife. No problem. Mugel, we forget that when they first broke up, Mugel crushed the business to the floor. The guy was like, I'm here. Let's fix our things. I'll fix the business. The business was fixed. From a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom. From the Mugel wanting to work to like sit home, I'll give you an allowance here, 25,000. Sharp. The guy employed 2 of her family members. Can't you, what are we truly fighting against here? Like, so now we have to ask ourselves the question, what is the real fight here? What is this guy dying for other people's sins? What are we, within this analogy and this story and this guy seeking help here? Let's not add our own personal vendettas here. What are people really angry about? All of a sudden, the panel, there's 4 people. I'm not saying anything. People are working. It's during the week. I'm just saying. Hey, Gafetu, don't do this to us. I don't want you to. Hence, I keep on asking someone, where do you stand in this? Because this beautiful lady is giving me weird vibes. Her vibes are not on. They are not off. They are lukewarm.
Not
So,
even lukewarm, fam. No, man.
yeah,
They are
fam.
angry, man. They're like,
So
what the
let
fuck?
us be really honest as people, you know. I didn't want to come. I'm sick, guys. I got flu, but I didn't want. I just wanted to enjoy comments and laugh with my people. But I need us to ask ourselves the question: who hurt us, and who continue hurting us, and this hate and pain. How are we gonna let go of it? Because clearly, guys, if we cannot see justice as a form of justice, and innocence as a form of innocence, and we are clouded by our own stories, and we are clouded by our own whatever past and trauma, then we are very dangerous for the society that we are trying to build. We are dangerous ourselves, because then we will not be able to call Leroy out on whatever nonsense that he does, because no, we like Leroy. We won't be able to say, Lou, Dean, you are talking nonsense. I remember that one time I was the only one going south there, and everyone told me shit. And I was like, I respect y'all. This is how you'll show me that you love me. Because the moral compass was in the very same direction. But for us flipping and flopping based on our emotions, Mina shame, I feel bad for the guy. The guy really tried. Unfortunately, he found a monster. The monster did him very bad. Imagine a guy says, I don't want you to ride taxis. I'm going to get you a private guy. He's going to drive you around. And you are busy out on dates with that very same private guy, paid to take you from point A to point B. Kanti. That's why they say never trust some women. You give them money to go buy Louis Vuitton, they'll flirt with the sales guy that is selling Louis Vuitton there. I'm just saying, guys. And again, as I said, I know as soon as I shut my mouth, the disclaimer is going to be played, but at least the truth will be heard by a lot of people. And the ones that are hurt, guys, please heal yourselves, guys. Forgive that Nigerian guy that left you. Guys, I don't know. Guys, like, whatever we're doing is wrong to ourselves. We're destroying ourselves, guys. Can we heal? We're always up for therapy, speak about it. A lot of people need to just go to therapy themselves. Tina, we understand we are already damaged like this, but it's fine. I'm just saying, guys, please forgive yourselves for the stupid decisions you made in life, and we'll forgive you all and continue loving you all, Tina Wafetu. Please, but let our innocence not change. Let a fact be a fact. Let the truth be the truth. Let a lie be a lie. Iphele kanjalo. Simple. Thank you, Leroy. You can do that, my boy.
Yeah, wait. Nah. Kara wena dimbokoto o tla di yeah.
Mamela.
Using her, bro. She
Mamela, Leroy.
messed the shit up, man.
Mamela, ne?
He
Mamela.
fucked up.
You know what I like about us, ne? We stand for what we believe in, and even those that don't agree with us, they're standing on business on what they believe in and what they are saying. That I should give it to them. But guys, nja kinja, whether it is our sister or not, nja kinja, and nja must be called out. We understand. We cannot, in a million years, want to say what this woman did was right, regardless of how she did it, with who she did it with. But Leli Buncha, 25K, give Manga 25K to sit your ass down and do nothing. Who could do that? Mm-mm.
Because the guy akanazo le ngqondo ezingcolile whereby khona abantu ababuhlungu la ngaphandle, khona abantu ababuhlungu la ngaphandle bebazoyenza isihlungu kuye abayenze nesihlungu empilweni nje i-general ifamily yakhe bebazoyenza something bad kwifamily yakhe, you understand? So uGuy kahle kahle la uzama ukusitshengisa something esingayiboni thina la ukuthi first of all, yes, we are busy now saying yes, he is a foreigner and what not. Okay, it's fine. Bheka i-advantage anayo manje as a foreigner, the advantage he has, he was gonna hurt the girl and leave the country, but he's not even in those thoughts. Ucabanga lento ayicabangayo because bekanale hope anayo kule relationship ukuthi izinto zingayenzeka ngendlela e-right, you understand? uGuy la bekafuna izinto ezi-right, yena ubhayize ngokuyenza ama-shortcut on terms of him having to make sure ukuthi ulegalize yonke into yakhe, but because the next thing right now itopic isekuyindaba yokuthi ugeli udle umuntu eforeigner, hayi ku-right vele adlele eforeigner ku-right. What about laba fowethu abahlale badliwa each and every day, lama issues esingakhulumi ngawo la? What about because we know for a fact ukuthi abosisi bethu bayenzani eSouth Africa, guys, akumelanga sizikhohlise. We know what they are, we know what they do, but right now it feels like now we need to be comfortable just because of foreigner leli elizama ukunceda thina. Should kahle kahle thina what we are trying to say is that there's no white guy who's going to come to this platform and just seek for help, because we know very well why when we have past traumas of you guys, your grandfathers did this and did that to us. Totally wrong. It's totally wrong. Thina la into bemele ngabe size nayo ukuzama ukuza nesolution. uGuy angayihandlela kanjani into efana nale? Uyangichaza uncle ukhulume ngendaba yama framework.
Exactly, yes,
Engenye
100%.
ngayo la ukuthi how do we make sure ukuthi uGuy uyenza sure, because immigration act ikhuluma ngendaba ukuthi there is no immigrant eSouth Africa or a foreigner ozo investor on a less than 5 million on his or her account. Those are the principles of the framework immigration, you understand? So uGuy nayo leyo uyibridgile because akanawo lawo ma investment or akana like there's la bekumele ngabe sikhuluma ngalento le help
Guys, you know
uGuy
what?
azame ukuthi alegalize yonke into yakhe azokhona ukuba comfortable eSouth Africa. Hey,
Guys, you know what? Like my HQ today, like it's kind of misbehaving. So like, let's chill again. So, but boring guys, like there's something that I see him with commenting here. Like, there's a young wolf. Like, no, he's a scam. She's a scam. She did this. She did this. Guys, wait. We are not saying that they are not bargaining and like bad guys here in the world. There are those guys that actually like do like very malicious things, fair, great stuff. There are ladies too who do like very dizzy things, yes, but then now with the story that we have been given here now, this guy probably okay, so like probably didn't know the law like that, or no, you can actually do your own company like this and this and this and that. Maybe by him like working doing the business with her was happy like was that reassurance nyan hore no actually nna ke a go tshepa mosadi wa ka, you know. Yes, there are those people who do those things, guys. Yes, he cornered by pricing and whatever, but then now he did things correctly. He made the effort. Yeah, I feel they sharp. Like maybe now, like maybe he was cutting corners, maybe, but from what we have, he did things bila. He reassured her. He made the meet actually. He made things very clear. Or no, guys. Me, I want to live there. So me, I want you as a wife. So you can have this and this and this and that. We can actually like share this. But then you know what? Like you know what? Actually, like let's just let's just wrap this up actually. No, because now it's political, it's no vibes. No. So basically, he should just get some legal advice on like how he should actually like go about this and like let's move actually. But what I wanted to discuss actually, get what me, Lidin, Limimi, like was actually like speaking about now. Ladies that do very malicious things to good guys. Listen, we are not like saying that like like ladies boy snacks or like but then we are speaking about like those ones, eh? Like whether they are like the minority or maybe like they are the majority, but like those ones, we know them very well. We club with them every weekend. But show me, hey, what's again? Like, no, what's okay? He gave me 200,000. Yo, show me rahwe. Bow. That mess up actually like really good guys. Then later complain that no, as after messing up a really good guy who was really there for you. Mara wena ngqondo wa gago wena. Ka itse dimboko tse di tlotla mo ba re no, he banna le bone ba ira re bua ka lona ba ba wrong. We are fixing the country one by one. Nah, the last was that 4 weeks actually. We have been actually like fixing gens actually, you know. Re bua ka majito or no actually fam like as in like you must learn how to vulnerable, you must learn how to talk this button today. Re bolela ka lena. Yeah, lena di slay queen. But oh my gosh. Tlayang Dean, qala mo kgosi ya ka. A batle kwano. One by one.
Leroy, we know, you know when people say we should heal and what, and Leroy, we know about you. You've said your story so many times that trusting wrong woman has led you to where you are. Every man, every good man, and every bad woman also trust. Hey, no, I'm just saying. It doesn't really have to be a slay queen to be a poison snake. If it bites you, it still has poison. I'm just saying, Leroy, when we came out to defend our sisters about this, these people, some of them, because some of them we do business with, and they are very amazing guys. Some of them are very dangerous. And we're like, no, you don't know, your head don't have money, Nina, what. So, hey, after that, the very same sisters we want, they find themselves in international prisons after smuggling what. And we want them, but we were not listened to because South African men, we are not taken seriously in anything that we speak about. But we are not there. This is my biggest problem. My biggest problem is that in the creation of whatever hurt that hurts us, we hold grudges and hence I kept on asking, what is the war here about? Is it about a foreign guy that happened to might or might not know, we don't know, the laws of our land and how he can do actually business to protect himself? Is it a guy that saw an opportunity?
Could be.
Wait for you guys. Can I clarify something? If we chose to not focus on the activities of this woman, does not make us hurt in any way. If we chose to focus, remember this is a broad story,
Not like la ring no
and we chose to focus on another aspect of it. Us focusing on the illegal aspect of how this business is run does not make us hate and does not make us hateful. We will not always focus Mudlonza Mujolo. Does not mean we are hate. I don't understand where this notion that we are hate is coming from. We chose to focus on the illegal activities that are happening within this business that is being run. We chose to focus on the implications that this lady could be faced with. How is that us being hateful and hate and not healing? Like, why are you trying to gaslight us into thinking the way you do? It doesn't work like that.
Rakgadi,
Specific, umeme bekangekho specific. We were just trying to ukuthi see.
guys, let's breathe. Let's calm down. Let's. We are done with the foreign national story, guys. Please. No? Sorry, okay, sharp. Okay. We apologize for hurting your feelings, guys. That was not the intention. We were just having a lively debate, no? With the given story. So we are done with that one. So now the topic ke gore, I want us to discuss how do you guys feel about like how like what's it, some women use good genes for like for the wrong reasons, you know, then later complain that like he men are dogs and such, you know. So how like like how do you see that, and then like what do you think is the solution to that part? We are done with the nonsense story, the legal things, né? Please. Right, guys? So sharp. So now we are gonna start from the bottom, 2 minutes each, né? There's no yapping, guys, please. So give me le Brateka, le K, le Pebbles, le Mamotswari, le Dean. Please and thank you. Thank you now. Mimi, you may continue, sis. Was me, I can hear you. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So like Barik Mangana Mimi put it so beautiful actually. Like how do we hold like ladies was that accountable for the hurt that they put into good men? Nah?
Can everybody hear me now? Before I carry on, can everyone hear me?
I can hear you good.
Okay. Anyone in the comments, can you guys hear me?
Okay. Yep, there we go.
There we go. All right. So let me start from the beginning. Guys, what I said was there are certain reasons why we don't have certain conversations because we are afraid of the outcome of those conversations because we don't want anybody to feel attacked or demeaned or disrespected. Fine. And then the initial topic, yeah, talk to me in Dwana, is are we as women capable of taking accountability of the brokenness that we bring or that we cause to good men? That was the question in a nutshell, right? And I'm going to say this with my full chest, and I know I'm going to get eaten and torn to shreds about what I'm about to say. We have had countless conversations where we have experienced women who do things to men, and then us as women coming back and wanting to find reasons as to why they are doing those things. There was a certain example that we spoke about, and it was of a lady. And guys, please forgive me. Please play the disclaimer before I say this.
Okay.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
This is about to get mean, okay?
Right. This is disclaimer. This has something to do with unaliving. we had a conversation where the TikTok streets were going up in arms of a gentleman that unalived his woman because she was cheating. And I brought that conversation to Magoya Rundown, and I got so much backlash because of the stance that I had regarding that certain action, right? So this woman had cheated on her partner. And the repercussion of that was that her partner decided to unalive her. And what I said was that now do we see that some of the actions that we take towards other people have consequences. We cannot sit and want to do bad things to people and want to control, their response to those bad things. We cannot sit here and play broken men and want to finesse men and then say, "Uguti, but that does not give you the right to do this." What gives you the right to do that? What I was saying that day was, let us refrain from doing horrible things to men because we cannot control what they will do in return. Let's not create a generation of broken men because they're going to go around breaking everyone else. And then we're going to come back and cry and say men are dogs. We're going to come back and cry and say, Amadota don't deserve anything nice. But there's one woman that tore this man's heart to shreds.
Look at God.
But then we Mara unaliving is too much. Listen, what I'm saying is she could not control what that man was going to do. She didn't know what that man was going to do. Let us refrain from doing things to other people that we don't want done to us.
That's what I always say. Monday to Monday. Guys.
We do not want to take my stance was, okay, fine, unaliving is wrong. But are we going to forget the whole thing that happened that led to the unaliving?
But Mimi, you know what, now? You might like what's that? Like find her. It's like she was also like being very abusive actually to him, you know? But again, like psychologically, as in like like Konamoroha, and then now like this kind of blew up. Shall listen, guys. We are not condoning go bolaya le go sha le eng. No. That is wrong. We're not justifying like isn't like those like these things, but then we are looking at it gore. Like sometimes most people actually the like the they never really consider other people's like feelings when they do things. Then now like one day your net go tla be explode be na derings very dizzy.
Yeah.
Like this situation is right now. So now, do women actually barking kana Mimi?
Take accountability.
Yes, for
Right.
their actions more.
The views and
Oh
opinions.
God, sorry. Yeah, yes.
Listen, let me land my point because I see they're really tearing me to shreds. And then I don't know if it was a week or a month before that, we had a story of a woman autistic boyfriend I think metsa chesa le oil because she had found out he cheated. And I remember specifically seeing women saying, Mara, why would he cheat on her? Mara, why would he break her trust like that? Mara, why would he do this? And I sat and I looked at all those comments and I'm like, hey, we are not saying that this woman must go to jail. We are not saying this woman must be held accountable because we are not saying this is taking it too far. No. We are saying, Mara, why did he cheat? Mara, why did he do this?
He deserves it.
Lena, he deserves it. We understand. And then when we come and we say these things, we are called depict me. Lee, if I show you my inbox, they were calling me every name under the sun. Because I was saying, Linalidi double standards. You do not want to take accountability for the hurt that we create in this. There is a man out there who is sitting and saying, Umimi broke my heart. Uteng. Do you understand?
Mm.
So
Okay, sorry, but yeah.
yeah,
We can just wrap it up quickly. Rest of another one.
let me rest. Disclaimer played 1,000 times. Got a disclaimer I got today, but anyway.
No, it's still, man. But then, yeah, guys, like, you know what, like, sometimes we really need to have these, like, deep conversations because very often, there's a whole lot of, like, double standards here, guys. You know what, like, there's a video that I saw yesterday. Like, there's a foundation, called, Father a Nation, actually, which is kind of like teaching like gents who know it, you can be vulnerable, be less because now like the society like deems you weak, or like you are like a little like when you cry, like when you get in your feelings, like you're not a real man and shit. And I'm like, so okay, you know what, okay, sharp, like lingre lo hore ke ya kae, but we just need to fix that, guys. Little on it, as ladies, actually, stop hiding behind barking, GBV, because like GBV like doesn't mean like women abuse only. It's called gender. So now like some people feel like, some ladies like they feel like no, they can do whatever and then like just get away with it. Without considering fellow edu. How does this guy feel actually? He made the effort for this and that, but they're like because of that one floppy and or maybe skipile rent or maybe like ha patelwa this has monna enough now. Hariki dijo has monna enough now. Really? That time you don't do social bratek. Let me just keep quiet.
Yabona, as long umntana sekhaya mimi mina ngikuthandela into eyi-one and ngikuthandela into eyi-one and angincengi bungani angincengi nix. I always fight for the truth. I try by all means to make sure that I fight for the truth because right now, even okay, but yeah, ungishithele because of isikhathi bongesenasikhathi sami or wena uhlala ubusy. Angithi excuse abahlale banayo leyo. Yeah, wena angithi uhlala ubusy, you are always busy, so you don't have my time. How? I don't have your time. So me having not having the time, it simply tells ukuthi no, you have an authority of acting the way wena usuke acta ngakhona or wena usuke une right yokuthi ushaye omunye umntwana because ekugcineni guys we both genders, this one is important. Both genders, they appreciate being loved. They appreciate having that sort of thing. Bayithanda le nto le irregardless yokuthi indoda or umuntu wesifazane. Makumele sikutreat ngendlela e-right, treat omunye umntwana ngendlela e-right. Awungabi ube umuntu wena ufuna ukuthatha i-advantage all the time because it's a fact, girls take advantage all the time. And mawuqala uyikhuluma lento leyo sekuba ngathi manje hayi ya nina nilabo drizzle you don't want yeah seniphenduka ama-gay seniba ama-gay nina just by telling the truth nje umuntu sekaba yi-drizzle. It can't happen like that, guys. Mina into if uthi umuntu wesifazane ufuna umuntu akekho omunye umuntu omfunayo wena ufuna umuntu onemali or ufuna, then it simply tells me more about you. It tells me more about you, your upbringing, your background. It doesn't necessarily talks of money. Iyangitshengisa lento le ukuthi ubuye efamilini enjani as wena umntana entombazane because awukhona nokuzibamba ufika la kimi ufuna imali nje awungazi nokungazi. Sofuna imali ya Leroy first date nje wona sohambe no Leroy Leroy sekumele abe busy nama axakwa ama iPhone 12 Leroy sekumele on whose expense, do you guys really know, do women know the sacrifices we always do just to see them happy? Do they know? Do they know? And they are even scared of taking that accountability. It's like Bona, they are always right. Bona, they are always right. Bona, they are always. And I'm not generalizing. I'm not generalizing. I'm just talking of abo sisibethu laba abayenzayo nayo yonke lento le. You understand?
Those that do those things.
Yeah, we are not generalizing. We are just talking of those who are doing these things. Ukuthi bantwana basekhaya, you want all these things bese mawuqeda ubhesha abanye abantwana ubalimaze lewe balimaza ngakhona bese end of the day nithi amadoda awekho. Yeah, me I don't want amadoda awekho kanjani ubuya emadodeni wonke way 5 buye wonke amadoda way 5 wena zange ube nenhlanhla eyi-1 kuwo wonke lamadoda ayi-5. Then bekumele ngabe une-self introspection wena self wazibheka ukuthi what's the problem. I might be the problem, but anifuni ukuba naleyo conversation ukuthi I might be the problem. You don't want that one. It's always the case ukuthi no khona umuntu wenze sona or wena ngifila ngathi wena wenze sona indaba wena usanginaki indaba hey kuningi. And umimi njengoba basho analyzing someone, it's totally wrong. Whether it comes from a female side or it comes from a male side, it's totally wrong. But we can't be now ukuthi mase relationship abantu bayalwa bese i-question yokuqala ukuthi how yena kanti mara why bekachitha mara no, that's not the question. The first question must be ukuthi guys right now, how can we support you in terms of making sure ukuthi niyasuka kule situation enikuyo kumanje. Hey, we are losing it.
Guys, you know what? Now, like, let me clarify. Like this quickly, nah. We are not justifying working like cheating, unaliving, the wrong things. We are asking the ladies, okay, those that like do it actually, like those who do like bad things to actually good guys for like selfish reasons. Do you understand the impact of your actions more the guy? We're not saying like ladies are dizzy, like bad like we're not generalizing. We're saying like those ones, those that we club with, like those that use money from guys, but then like really don't love them, but then like lie to them, like those that abuse like their guys, those that cheat their guys, no? So please, no, because I see them Bogoto kamo dialwa kamo bari yani we really. I'm like, hey guys, chill, relax. We're having a lively conversation. Let's calm down. Please, like, let's reach 100K. By the way, thank you very much, Brateka. Your opinion is very.
Bring them Bogotos along to the panel so that we can be able to sikhona bekube ngathi na nje hey yithi sikhuluma. I understand besicela nje imbokodo besicela zingene ku panel besicela zingene sifuna ukuzwa ukuthi khambani.
Okay. Mama Tswadi, we are so sorry. You know, like, yeah, but then you can come back maybe, I don't know, later, Yana, you can just go to the bathroom quickly and then, like, we'll just squeeze you in and then you go back, yeah? But then, like, we apologize for that. You can come back. Mrs. K, my darling.
Yeah, I feel like the thing about relationships is like the human condition is just complex. And so any interactions we have with people, not just in romantic relationships, like even, friendships, family, other types of relationships, you will have, situations that hurt you or people that say things to you, have fights, have conflicts. So it happens across the board in general. Like a child could take advantage of their parents for being like too nice. A friend could take advantage of you for being like a really good friend. So it's all across the board, even in same-sex relationships, relationships between two men have their complexities. Relationships between two women have their complexities. So it's just a human experience that we have to have. And someone in the comments said that, love is a gamble. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and it's true. You do sometimes win and you do sometimes lose. And I think that because emotions are involved, the thought of or the fear of getting hurt it becomes very intense. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But I think that everybody has an issue with accountability. From a woman's perspective, I do think that accountability lacks because women, like I was thinking about this the other day, like I think women are just taught from a young age that like everything you do is just so amazing and like so perfect. So it's hard to hear criticisms when you are being brought up and like you're being praised as you're being brought up, sort of thing, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So,
Makes it
okay.
even worse to be like a daddy's girl because then you have your dad that's like praising you all the time. And then if you also like the only girl in a family full of boys, even worse because you're the princess of the family. So then you become someone who struggles to take accountability because everyone in your life has put you on a pedestal.
I really don't know how to feel about that. Okay, Dean?
You know what hurts me? Okay, I love you with all my heart. I want to disclose that first. I love you with all of my heart for a person that I've never seen, that I do not know, but interact with on a daily basis. I love you. I think
Wena?
that makes this continuous that you'll do not hold yourself accountable to each other. You know, okay, today's topic is how do we get all our women accountable? And you went qua north, Khutla waya south. After south, Khutla, wadi northwest, from Khutla waya Cape Town. After Cape Town, we're not talking about humans here being accountable. We're not talking about the general ideology of God creation being accountable. We're talking about your gender. We're talking about your kind. It is when even your kind doesn't want to say, mara chomo wrong, that makes this thing continues. Guys, we've accepted Tina Guti men are dog because you've pushed that analogy so much that we understand it. That's why even when men perpetuate the most weirdest things that they do, which is not being faithful, cheating to good women, we ask them, "Good maranjaka, what you doing kubunja to a good woman? It's wrong." But when you're not gonna hold yourselves accountable as a unified gender, then the issue becomes that mara mara sithandwa sami esihle engisithandayo, why ungenza sona, like why are you breaking my heart, Kay?
Can I just say something? I feel like it's just like someone said earlier, like we're talking about very broad topics. And so like some of us are going to see the topic from a different perspective. So I feel like today it feels so weird, like the energy feels weird today because it's like if we're not talking about the topic in the way that you want it to be spoken about, then it's like off base or something. And I feel like I thought this was a community where we could speak about our opinions even if they're from different perspectives. Because like I also feel like yes, we can look at it from a gender perspective, but like I've evolved past looking at it from a gender perspective because I too also used to question myself like from the opposite perspective, like men, like why do men do XYZ? And so with introspection I realized that it's human nature, and I don't think it's wrong for me to have that perspective.
Hear me out, and believe me when I say I do apologize for even responding. I apologize for even responding, Lee. I'm not in any way am I picking you out, by the way. I'm not doing that. That's all my aim. But I'm just saying it as a panel, as a family of panelists today, what's on the table is, are females accountable? And I wanted the question itself to have, let us have the two different eyes that we all have and the understanding of viewing the very same question. Are females accountable? May the topic or the question not change.
I
Let the
never
topic
changed
be,
the topic. I just
allow me,
adapted it to
allow me,
my
please.
perspective.
Guys, let's calm down.
No, I'm
Let's calm
sorry.
down.
I'm not accepting what Dina's saying. I'm not accepting it today. I'm sorry.
Okay, you
Because
know what?
my perspective is that we're talking about gender, and part of gender is human nature. We are all
Yes.
humans. If someone was on this panel right now and they were gay, we would need to speak about this from their perspective. So then we'd have to speak about it from same sex. So if we're talking like same sex relationships, it still applies. Men and men dating each other, they still have issues. Women and women dating each other, it still has issues. My perspective is still in line with the topic. Period.
Bona, Lala, you know what,
Just say
man? Guys,
something
guys.
quickly. Amanyana Lee. So sorry, Abitwaka, I'm so sorry. Can I just say something quickly, guys? See, let's let's, because we tried to be specific today about exactly what we wanted to talk about, and I understand where Kay is coming from, but can we try not to shy away from a specific gender that we're speaking about? Because let's be honest, last week we were tearing men to shreds. I even ripped Dean a new one when we were talking about a certain thing that, happened when men needed to take accountability for their nonsense. And I ripped him a new one. And we were gender specific about that one. So can we at least try to be gender specific about this particular one? And let's not come for Kay, because it is her opinion at the end of the day and it's how she sees it. But my ask is, can we stick on the gender that we are trying to have, like, hold accountable? It's just for today, guys. Just for today.
And just another thing, we are not attacking ladies. No, no. One like chef. We are saying that special group. Dini, okay, Dini, okay, chef. So rare, that specific group of ladies that we know actually. Like we know them. How do you hold them accountable for hurting good guys? Yes, K Fede, we are all like that molele mole, but then now we are very specific. Re bua le bolala. Bo wena, you can't afford my lifestyle. Bona, re bua le bao specifically bao. Ne? Sharp. Ha re lwa ke re bagaetsho. Right? Great stuff. Great stuff. Noli. Noli.
Oh, hi, in the corner. So for me, when it comes to accountability to us ladies, I can say that we are not accountable. Reason being, I think psychologically, it goes with psychology. That is how I feel. Because we have been trained to think that men are always wrong. Men are meant to be providers. Men are dogs. Yeah, but in our side, men can never do right. They can always do right. Kasifuna, Tina, when we want them to do right. But when we do wrong, since there's that stigma that is attached to men, that men are always wrong, we will always bash around the bushes. Hence, it's really hard for us ladies to say sorry. But hence, it's really hard for us ladies to say sorry, because we always want reason. Yeah, but okay, let me justify. We always want to justify our actions of being wrong, which is wrong. Yeah, but no. And you said, no one, but you want to talk about the men with, okay, about men must or men must. I think that thing, men are the one who have introduced. Because I remember this other time I had my nails and I broke one. So this other guy was like, "Yay, which man are you dating?" Obviously, I can see that you don't have a man, because if you had a man, you could not be walking around with such nails. Ukubone? So men, they also introduce as a standard to us. Then the next man that I will see, the next man that I will meet, if he's not gonna give me money to do my nails, like I will feel like ukuthi no money. Okobane, I will kind of feel kunabantu no money. He's failing now and then. Yeah, but so hence I'm saying kunabantu. So as is that goes with psychology, it is how the society have shaped us. It have shaped us as ladies to never being wrong. We can cheat. We're gonna justify why are we cheating? It's because my man is not giving me attention. It's because my man is always with the boys. Is always. Yeah, but no. So yeah, that is how I feel. Guti, this society have a big impact on like on why us ladies we are not accountable.
Okay. Sis Noli.
Mm-hmm.
Briefly, now, like literally, like six. Yeah, that. How can we fix this? 5 seconds.
How can we fix it? Ne? How can we fix it? We can fix it by acknowledging, by doing an introspect. Someone said earlier on, Uguti, if you have been in relationship, not all 5 men can do you wrong within the same thing. One thing that I've noticed about me, there's one thing that that is common that I keep hearing, that I'm stubborn. I keep hearing that I'm stubborn. Everyone that I meet will say that I'm stubborn. They cannot be all wrong. Yeah, man, I cannot be meeting different people from different. They cannot be all wrong. Yeah, man, so one thing that I have noticed is that let me do an introspect. Let me try to let me try to fix that thing. So just to summarize, I think it's very important for us to do an introspect. You can never fix something that you are not aware of. For us ladies, we need to do an introspect, acknowledge, okay, I dated 5 guys. What led to the breakup to all those 5 guys that I have dated? Was I disrespectful? Was I this and this and this and this? Then once you know, you start getting fixing it.
Pew, 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 pew. Do some self introspection, basically. I love you, Noli. I love you, baby. Babjin.
And I will hold it accountable until it comes, and you will hate me for that. I will continue holding you all accountable up until God comes back. And you will hate me for that. I will love you for the fact that you can't handle the truth. You know, someone I was reading, someone said even Adam took one for the team. Eve blamed the snake, man. But that's a topic for another day. I'm just saying, guys, of it. The only thing that will continue to perpetuate this whole entire sickness within our community is that even within the same gender, they don't call each other out on the nonsense that they do. Like it's bad in Jaga. It's so bad that we continue to try and make it cute and blame our parents. Hey man, you are 30 plus years old and you want to blame other men for your failures in life, and you're not being accountable of your own shortcomings. I like it when they say out of 5 men, when they are all these guys are all dogs out of 5, and you'll know your relationship histories. We don't even have to give you all a number, but out of that number, where Nanji, you are being hurt, you are being used, you there is no level of accountability. I know this one I flopped. Tina, we know as men, we know there are that relationship where we sit down when we're having dinner alone, like, but I hear I messed up. I allowed my stupidity to make me lose a good woman. But Nina, if the guy is broke, no, a woman is never broke. It's the guy that is dating that is broke.
Imagine. It's like really. I'm like, oh, what?
A woman, there is no accountability to anything for themselves. Mimi, I sent you a video of a woman with 4 kids going to her mother to drop off her kids just because she wanted to live a happy life with her boyfriend. Ngenganzaba, ezifo. She's like, no, I don't want to be accountable for this anymore. Jaka, some women are dangerous, and the more we don't call them out on the nonsense, Mina Leroy, when someone comments, I go to profile and I check the profile and I understand, or I get a glimpse of understanding. Good, that's why ukhuluma kanje. You know, because truly speaking, when you are wrong. Say I'm wrong. Ifella mo. It helps you as a person when you actually say I'm wrong. We heard Ulunduza said all of her ex-boyfriend, they are complaining about stubbornness. It is only when she sits down and says, Mara, I'm stubborn, then she receives the truth of her being stubborn. Ifella mo. Ukuthi, what perspective, what humans have their own flaws as a creation of God. But we have to account for the people that we are individually before we make it a global thing. And now we want to say USA and what? Hey, you are wrong. Be wrong. If you are wrong, be wrong. I am wrong. Hence, I'm saying, Mina, if you hate my views, that's my views. You're gonna hate me for me. I'm gonna love you for who you are. Simple.
5 seconds, Dean.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, cool, guys. Right, they're like, what again, ladies? We just come in peace, nah? It's just that we are, again, we are like fed up, you know? And like we just say, hey, man, you know? No. Working kid, like that's the thing. Very kind of like we do actually after like Dean talks, cause I like sometimes when I don't know feeling so. Hey man, we're just covering our asses. So, guys, you know what? Sis Neo actually, she really wants to say like something really bad, but then her network is really bad. So how can we help her, guys? I don't know. Please help me with like the solution. That's all. Because like she's never wants. No, she wants to talk. She wants to talk to the ladies. Lena, but oh my gosh. But anyway. So while we okay, she's coming back now. No, let's hope it's gonna work now. She's there she is. There she is.
Hi, Leroy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alive, my scarable.
I'm not here to talk to only the ladies. The gents. I think there's another angle that we are forgetting is that there's a lot of unhealed people out here, men and women. And if someone has or have things about her that she hasn't healed, she won't be able to hold herself accountable. Holding yourself accountable, it comes with a lot of healing, a lot of overcoming certain things. And I believe that as much as there's a lot of men who are unable to hold themselves accountable as well, there are women again who are unable to hold themselves accountable.
100%.
So me, I'll say to the gents, because your topic today is basically saying how do you hold the women who are hurting or who are unable to hold themselves accountable. Once you meet someone, there's certain things that you can pick up. The moment you can see that this person is off ramping, is going this way, and then when you are going this way, you walk away. You just walk away. Are you gonna sit there with a person who's going to probably use you in any way, emotionally, financially, otherwise, and then you say to this person, whenever you can't hold yourself accountable, you are such a bad person, or you have such bad character. No, don't put yourself in that position. Walk away. With women as well, most ladies who end up probably getting in the next relationship and are unable to hold themselves accountability, they come with a lot of heartbreak and hurt from the previous relationships. Majority of the time they are unhealed, and then they now feel, I am going to do the same thing to the next person. And unfortunately, guy, he comes genuinely in love and he's a good man, but he's just going to burn, because now he's dealing with someone who is not in a good space of mind, or who's not healed. Let me just say, everything that we go through, it does hurt us, and you need to take time to get over such things. Otherwise, they're going to pile up, and then you won't be able to be that character who take accountability. When you're wrong, you're wrong.
100%.
When you're wrong, you're wrong. Whether you are man or woman, female, male, when you're wrong, you're wrong.
100%.
If someone is unable to do that, don't put yourself in that position. Walk, China, walk.
Let me clarify something because also working like the comment here saying, okay, but then like what are we saying about men also, dude? If you know Horinja like Ronane Hore Bariking and Horinja like example, we are speaking about men actually like most of the time we actually like reprimand men. No, be better, don't do this, be this, be this. So now we are not attacking working kind of like working like ladies, guys. We are being gender specific today. Yes, there are men who actually do that. Yes, we do call them out. Mary, today we are speaking about those selfish ladies, not all ladies, not all genders, those specifically the selfish ladies that fuck shit up, then do not want to be held accountable. Please, guys, born, we do understand, yes, there are those and those and those, there are this and this and this here and there, but today we're speaking about ladies. We're not attacking you guys, but real khalimela. And for those who actually don't understand that, we are kind of like reprimanding those ladies. Guys?
And it's unfortunate you can't force someone to take accountability, guys. You cannot.
Yeah, so
As
now
you can love that person as much as you feel like you love, but you cannot force them to. It's something that is very personal. Someone must be able to be in their honest corner and take accountability by themselves.
100%.
So, Mina, what I can say again is that, the thing is, you can't force as a man, because unfortunately, so majority of the time, ladies, they don't take accountability. Even in friendships, I will tell you, in friendships, your friend will not take accountability and be like, "Ish, show me askis what." Never. It's rarely. It's only few genuine friendships that you find that those two women each can take accountability when they have wronged each other. But Mina, I still go back to it goes with healing. Someone must be a very strong person who have healed with some of the trauma, not even trauma per se, some of the things that have had them, so that they can be able to put themselves to accountable.
And we got saved by the phone. And since now,
I'm at work, sorry guys, I need to leave. Thank you, Leroy.
all right, sharp.
Okay.
Maybe gonna take over now, guys. Let me be back quickly now.
Yeah, Lapo, I'm at work as well. Let's give Auspalisa a chance. Auspalisa, you have your 5 minutes left.
Hi guys. I'm back. And the way what is saying, I'm actually in agreement with you, but I didn't want to agree. LinkedIn today, I don't want to lie. But yeah, I agree. To a certain degree, we don't hold each other accountable as women. And I think it's because of how the topic is raised most of the time. Ne? And I'm coming at you, Mimi. We cannot try and hold women accountable by now victim blaming. Let's bring up scenarios. Like when I brought this topic up at Another Life, I said there was a guy in KZN whom the woman burned with acid. And when he said, I'm burning, the woman gave him more acid to drink. Ne? That story was spoken about, I think, for just a day or two, and then it was over. And if it was a woman, had it been a woman, it would still be talked about. Like this woman would now be the face of that and that and that and that. We don't hold each other accountable. So I think the question I want to push to men is, what would you like that accountability to look like? What do you want us to do? Because yes, we agree we don't hold each other accountable, and it seems like we don't even know how to. We are failing at that. What would you want us to do to show that we are holding each other accountable? And as women also, I think we are that intelligence to say we can start karuna before we even involve men, because it seems like whenever the topic of men is brought in, when we are talking about accountability, we wanna all the time run to defense. And I understand why that would be the case, because most of the stories we hear are of men abusing women. And it might be because men don't talk much about their experiences, but how would you like us to hold ourselves accountable? And women, how do we now internally starting very soft? Because I think that's the problem. We need to start soft with each other, but still enforce the lesson or enforce the message that no, this is wrong, you can't do this. When you guys, we see it all the time. There's women who will have a man raise 3 of children in the house that are not his, and we say nothing about those kind of things. So internally, rona ka bo rona, we must start soft, because I think problem kore we are ahead, and whenever the topic is raised bringing men, we just don't want to hear it. How do we do it? That's my question.
Um, that's actually a very good question. Guys, I actually wanted to, remind my beautiful Magoya family of a situation, my situation specifically. And I want to remind everybody how we so badly wanted to hold the male in question accountable that we would sometimes even want to forget the real criminal in my story, which was a woman. We spent so much time wanting to hold this man accountable, forgetting, the woman in this whole story. And that also got me into thinking that we have a way of tiptoeing around, the truth. Yes, to some degree, he had something to do with me being the way I am. But the actual predator, should I use the word predator? The actual criminal here, Bila Bila, was the woman. But we spent so much time wanting to hold this man accountable of what happened to me, and when I sat down, because my initial stance with all of this was, I did blame him. Would see, okay, fine, I'm the way I am, it's because of him. He brought this person into my life, he did this, he did that. And then ngakhohlwa ukuthi, but the person who held the weapon that made me the way I am today was actually a woman. And everybody was like, yeah, what she did was wrong, we understand, she must go to jail. But law, this one, you understand? So it's also things like that I sit and I think, okay, we are actually afraid of accountability, like accountability, because especially when we talk about gender-based, violence, we never talk about the gender-based violence that women inflict on other women as well. And I remember having a conversation with someone on how gender-based violence also affects men, and this person said to me, "Ubuti, but that's a minority. We can never have a conversation about minority. We need to talk about the majority of this whole thing." And I was like, how? Like, how? We see cases of women slapping men in public. We see cases of women doing despicable things to men, but we never talk about them. We never have such an uproar about them. Why? It's absolutely not.
Hey, Mimi. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Sorry, but you know what? Like, there's a very popular show actually, Momo, like very expert, but I feel like it's right. Yeah. Like, like last week, nah, as in like, there's a video there I saw of a lady. She went there, to actually like he like or like demand things and whatever. Then this guy spoke out. Her Jomoto, she beats me up. Motho nkentse dithipa o itse ke nne like motho o mpiletse digonzi di tlo mmura. Mare not enough light like was actually shed there. So with this conversation, because we are left with with 10 minutes, fine. So like okay, what I was actually like showing you guys ke gore very often like women also do these things that men are like being trashed for like daily. Like you cheated, you abused me, you do this, you do that, but then like the light is never really was that like being put on these ladies that actually do these things because of like this, the working the societal standards are mosadi ke motho o flawless, she's perfect, she can never do no wrong, this and that. But then like we see these things every weekend, guys, at the clubs, at the mall, at this and that. There are guys who are being like abused, extorted, being like mistreated, but then the same society says wena o indoda wena o itse ke nice like monna ha le monna ha etseng ha wetse. Guys, you know what, like there's a page actually more than called Father a Nation. Go to that page, watch those videos, you'll understand where exactly am I going with this actually. Or like men actually like they're never given that space for edge of fam. Like I'm also human here, guys. Yeah, faded like he hit society here. Mona must provide. Guys, there's a lot happening here. Like barraking, like was that Liam actually beyond. No, you must be daughter. You must be this and that. We are all human. Like, nah. At the end of the day, nah. Like, at the most basic root of us, we are the same. We have hearts, we have brains, we have feelings, we have emotions. We do hurt also. So like let's stop this thing of like hiding women behind hey men are dogs, surround Jay, you deserve this. No, I know sharp one, like you're just defending yourself. Yet like there are women who do some crazy shit to good guys. Not saying that like there are not guys who are bad also. I'm like there are guys who are bad. Like we see them like literally every second. I wonder how it's feel more like parallel like for better something. But also there are women who actually do that. So let's actually learn to hold those women accountable. Stop hiding behind hey Rotle, we are human, But then when you do some stupid crazy shit, no, I know Masari Shem, oh, batung, hey, batung, ngwana batho ke skepsel. Let's just like shift how we see things. Is it like sometimes, and then call a spade, guys. Hello foroko ke foroko, highly spoon ke spoon, highly tipa ke tipa. Ne? I wanna but then like no, but then I wrote re cut like remember ha tipa etla. I tipa is nuts. But anyway, Harelu guys, we are just having lively conversations. We are really like we are helping each other through this life thing. So which is why actually shit. We started this like last year, May actually. Wow. Look at that. We are changing the world, Mimi. Look at life. Yeah, dog.
And it was around this time because June, that's when everything happened.
Yeah.
Yes. So I wanted to say something, Lee. You made me forget. Oh, and another thing, guys. The other thing I don't like is us labeling each other. Ne? I'm gonna call out the labelists now. You do not label someone hurt or unhealed because they have an opinion. You do not label someone a pick me because they have an opinion. Let's all agree to disagree. And I would honestly love us women to I think I'm gonna need a disclaimer for this one. I'd honestly love us women to stop using GBV as a gauge or as a push forward when we want to get our points across when we are talking about or problems that affect genders, because everybody on Magoya knows that I never speak about something I never have an experience on. Everything I speak about, every advice I give, it's advice that's based on my experience. So I have the opinion I have because of the life experiences that I've had. I've seen things on different ends of life. I've seen men get the bitter end of the stick. I've seen women get, the raw end of the stick and whatnot. And it is very unfortunate that one side is not spoken about because they are a minority. It's very sad. Hence, when we have this conversation, I'm going to stand 10 toes deep in what I stand for. And if that ever makes me a
Mimi disappeared. Oh, it's her boss is here. Shit. Okay, sorry about that. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I wanna do closing remarks quickly. So get DNA Noli, then K, then we're gonna close it up in peace, not pieces. Nah?
Leroy, in the history, especially of my tribe, there are queens that were never appreciated for the job that they do. I'll never belittle a woman. And I hope that in me just asking for fairness in society, there's no one that think I would ever belittle a woman. So in some cases, unfortunately, guys, we do have to rough each other's feathers just to have normality. It's not normal in the situation we live right now. It can't be fair. It's not fair at all. We cannot use the justification of what men should be strong, and they do not talk then about the abuse that we go through, because we do. Today's topic was, why are good men finding bad partners, and those bad partners, why are they not being held accountable? Why are they not holding themselves accountable? That was today's Talk to Me Ntwana segment. It would be then wrong to derail and speak about something else. It would be unfair to us. Last week we were called all kind of names, and we took it with chest because we understood that it wasn't a venting situation, but it was women trying to correct men that are listening and are willing to be corrected. So in the society that we are trying to build, let us be accountable as a gender of good men, as a gender of good women, and then as a collective of good human beings. Let us be ease in saying, here I am wrong. Ubuntu ile onto, it's you saying I've fallen short here. I am wrong here. And when you yourself don't see yourself wrong in a situation where you are wrong, that's an issue. We can't build with you. We can't sit down and have a genuine understanding or a topic with you, because when we call you out, you will see that as an attack. It can never be. So you not admitting being wrong, you'll always think it's an attack to you as a person or as a gender, which again, to Abu Leroy, probably bona they care. I mean, forget about it. Yeah, I don't care about how you feel. I care about how you understand the communities. How are they built? They are built by fairness, by protection, by love, by kindness. And good to what you think of me as an individual, you can take that and you can go home and you can sleep on top of it. It's not an issue. But I will always stand up for the truth. There are loving women out here. There are beautiful, honest, genuine people here. There are loving men also here. There are honorable, beautiful, loving people here. It will then be wrong for me to then say those good people are exactly the same as people that are fucked up. I can't do that. So, as my closing, I love you all. Let us hold ourselves accountable as people, and from there, holding ourselves accountable, we'll then see, no, Leroy, you are falling short here. Fix this. Dean, you are out of line here. Fix that. And if I am genuinely about being a good person, I will see that as you fixing me as a brother, as a sister, as an older aunt, or whatever. But it will be for you fixing me as a better human being, not you attacking me just because your view is better than mine.
100%. You know what? You put it so beautifully, Babdin. You really not gonna get a disclaimer now. You know? I mean, like, even though you said a few words, but you know what? You are a good brother. Yes. But no, like, thank you very much, Sis Noli.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for me, I would love to say for good men, can good men learn to be vocal, and can they learn to stop being people's pleasers? Because one thing that I've noticed and learned about good men, they love to be good even when it's not benefiting them. They love to be people's pleasers. So hence, ladies take advantage of them. I think they need to learn to say, to speak up their feelings. Lendo being that I tating that I tinting you, I want to be good, I want to be good. At the end of the day, is end up hurting them. Ne? That is one thing that I would love to say, like concerning men. Then when it comes to us ladies, we need to stop we need to stop being accountable. We need to stop being accountable. We need to take accountability, because one thing that I've also noticed is that when you're not accountable, not only in a relationship, you tend to be unaccountable even in your work, even in your relations, be friends, be whatsoever, because you are not accountable. So in order to be good people, we need to learn. And it's okay to be not right always. No one can always be right. No one can always be perfect. It's okay to be imperfect now and again. It's okay to do wrong. Yeah, man. But there's this thing that I recently heard that says being a human requires change. If you are a person that is not changing, be in a relationship, be in your personal life, what kind of person are you? What kind of development that you are doing? You cannot be talking with your man the same way that you spoke to him 2 years ago or whatsoever. We need to learn. If kunzima, or if we have never saw it being done in our household or in the environment that we're raised in, let's read books. Let's adapt. It's okay to adapt good characters. And And who adapt a good character does not make us less feminist. It does not make us a pick me what. And we need to close our ears to the noise of the society, because at the end of the day, we are growing. You're gonna be lonely because of simple things of in language accountability. Sometimes social media is not always lenti working at you. That is all I can say, Kuti. Let's take accountability.
That's another important
That's all
thing.
I can say.
But Tulani, please mute that quickly, my lady. So yeah, like that's another thing actually. Like most ladies, ne, should actually like breaking can like realize this Instagram live, guys. This show's gonna kill you guys. But hey, anyway, we're running out of time. So, Sis K, your last 30 seconds, nyana there.
Um, yeah, I think that everybody wrapped it up pretty nicely in their closing remarks about women taking accountability. I still reiterate what I said earlier on, in the sense that as people, you know, we are definitely just in an experience where everybody is living for the first time. We are living life for the first time. We hurt people as we go along, whether it's intentional or unintentional. But how we take accountability exactly does depend on our growth as people. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you very much. This is K. So, guys, you know what, ne? We were supposed to actually like just like stop here and then like just like stop the show, but then we have two more people. So, when I literally 15 seconds, ne? But let me do my closings quickly. So, guys, remember to actually like be a good person, you know, and don't be the facade that you think you are now, because we are like real people here. We have real feelings. Yeah, we can joke here and there, but they're like, no, look, let's be sensitive, no? So we can disagree here and there, but they're like, let's be sensitive, let's be good people. And remember to follow us on YouTube. We actually play these replays. Go YouTube actually like every day, 1 p.m. like literally now. And be good people. We are working on something, so we're going to be selling something soon. So like meaning that we are going to stop listening to Metro FM very soon. So you can write to ask the topics. Maybe you want you need help, maybe like with your situation. Just DM Bargain Kana Rona Mona, and then we can actually like do your story. We are planning to, yeah, soon. So basically, we are gonna be like doing this more YouTube in London, Reshaban. Anyway, but then like that's very soon. We've been saying that a lot, but soon and very soon. Don't worry about it. And my guys, like this is Leroy, and good night. So we are gonna give Babtulani 15 seconds, Librateka 15 seconds, and then. Babtulani, you are new here. Please unmute your mic and 15 seconds, ne?
Okay, no. Thanks a lot, guys. I had a lot to say, but I'll just pass on a message. I'm here on behalf of us, men. One, can we now? I'm begging to the society out there. Can we relinquish this position of being a man? Can nobody come to us and be willing to submit to us, because that submission comes at a price, comes with a huge sacrifice. And as we speak, the resources that will make women to submit to us are no longer there. We don't have money, guys. Financial resources have depleted, so we cannot be providers as you want us to anymore. So it leaves us now to be in a very awkward position, because the respect that we deemed to have from you as women, we're no longer going to have. So I had a lot to say. I had a lot to elaborate on based on my submission now, but due to time, I'll wait for the next time to carry on talking about. But thank you a lot.
You can join us happens like like tomorrow actually. So maybe we can just like finish it off and then like you can speak about something else now.
Okay, thanks.
So, Braga, thank you very much, man. Bratek.
Yeah, no, my two only seconds. Let us try not to be all on the defensive time or defensive space all the time, because you, I think enye into eyenza ukuthi singa-understand ukuthi kahle kahle la sikhuluma ngani masikhuluma nge-accountability. So let us now try to ukuthi just allow yourself to listen, allow yourself to have this kind of conversation, to engage, to even be criticized, because the criticism, it goes a long way if iza nezinto ezizokwazi ukuthi zikhone ukusibhilda as people. So yeah, let us allow criticism, let us have these conversations, let us engage, and let us make sure that we are not always on the defensive side.
100%. So basically, let's all be teachable. Let's all be open to learning without being defensive. Or also, you saying women are, or you saying men are. No, you take it in, you do the right thing. But anyway, guys, good night. The replay is playing actually like literally now on YouTube. So for those who missed out yesterday, please run to YouTube, Makoya, and then you will find my beautiful face there. But then from yesterday. Bye bye.